Besides being the most famous singer in the world of his time, Michael Jackson was a tycoon who to this day generates a fortune for his heirs. But have you ever stopped to think about how the king of pop spent his money? In this video you will discover everything about the luxurious life of Michael Jackson. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, and check the option all. But here is, you have to do all of that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments, hashtag #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Professional career. Born in 1958 in Gary, Indiana, United States, Michael Joseph Jackson was a relevant and influential global singer. His own way of dancing, dressing, and singing enchanted many people who considered him a great reference in popular music. As a child, the star already showed his talent as a member of the group the Jackson 5, along with his brothers, and at the age 11 scored 4 consecutive hits in first place on the American charts. But it was the 18s that Michael Jackson entered the media as a solo career, achieving success with his film videos like Beat It, Billie Jean, and Thriller, breaking the racial barriers that were quite common at the time. It was him, the first black to have his music video starred on television. His popularity was such that he became one of the best-selling singers of all time, alongside the Beatles and Elvis Presley, as well as collecting important trophies. To give you an idea, his notable achievements include 15 Grammys, 26 American Music Awards, and 39 Guinness Book records. The king of pop was also known for the various controversies that followed his career, until his untimely death from heart failure in 2009 after a drug overdose. And even with this tragic ending, Michael Jackson leaves an incomparable and unattainable legacy for any another artist, being even today a figure much loved by people from all over the world. Range. With an impressive fortune, Michael Jackson enjoyed many luxuries during his life that his money could bring him. Among his most famous glow is his former ranch called Neverland, a giant 1,300-acre estate located in Santa Barbara, California. The name given to the place refers to Neverland, of the character Peter Pan, who already shows Michael's desires to fulfill his childhood dream. And the property really lives up to his name. Home to a zoo, a private park, a toy railroad, 22 buildings with accommodations, including a giant main house with architecture worthy of a palace. Another thing that draws a lot of attention is his incredible range, is a strong presence of nature. Also think that Michael Jackson liked it a lot. After the pop star's death, Neverland was abandoned for years, until it was sold in cash to American billionaire Ron Burkle for $22 million. Mansions. Anyone who thinks Neverland is the only luxury property that Michael Jackson has ever lived is wrong. The official mansion that the king of pop lived with his family, bought by his father, is located in Encino, a district of Los Angeles, California. According to sources, it is in this residence that currently Michael's daughter, Paris Jackson, lives alone. After the singer's death, the administrators of his fortune bought a residence to house the artist's family, such as his heirs and his mother Catherine. The property is located in a gated community in Calabasas, California, covering approximately 2,000 square meters and a Mediterranean-style construction. It was purchased for nearly $11 million. The mansion where the king of pop died is a rental property of 1,600 square meters, located in the Holmby Hills neighborhood in Los Angeles, surrounded by greenery, which ensured the singer's privacy, and a different classically designed house was rented for no less than $1,000 a month. But some journalists claim that Michael Jackson was considering buying it. After being available to buyers for a few years, it was finally sold in 2012 for $18 million. Portman. Michael Jackson was also living in a luxury New York apartment in the Trump Tower on Manhattan's famous and expensive Fifth Avenue, with a breathtaking privileged view of Central Park. The apartment was the artist's home after he secretly married Lisa Mary Presley. The four-bedroom property, which already has a modern and refined architecture, was renovated, leaving it to Michael's taste. The building, which belongs to tycoon Donald Trump, was leased in the 90s for 10 months to the singer for measly $110,000 a month. And it seems that the place is much sought after by the other stars like football player Cristiano Ronaldo, who bought an apartment on the 23rd floor for $18.5 million. Air luxury. The pop star's massive success has yielded a large fortune that is enjoyed by his beloved three children: Prince Michael Jackson first, Paris Catherine, and Prince Michael second. Better known as Blanket, the firstborn, for example, is quite adventurous and shares with his audience, both on Instagram and YouTube, his trips to different destinations aboard his Harley-Davidson motorcycles. One of the models he has already shown using is the Lowrider S, a classic motorcycle that costs around $16,000. The singer's only daughter, Paris, who is 23, in addition to being heiress to a large fortune, has been pursuing her own artistic career. She is a singer, actress, and is currently working on the series American Horror Story. To get around, Perry has been photographed several times using a Jeep Wrangler, a robust car that provides more extreme tours. And it's no wonder that to obtain this vehicle, it is necessary to pay around $86,000. And the youngest, who is furthest from the spotlight of all, has already been seen in the rare appearance driving a Cadillac Escalade, a luxury vehicle that is in platinum sport version costs $100,000. When it comes to home, the age of 18 blanked above a mansion in the city of Los Angeles in the Calabasas region. The mansion of 558 square meters, distributed over 2 floors, has 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a swimming pool, and it cost the young man around $2.2 million. Cars. Michael Jackson, throughout his life, had at his disposal dozens of luxury cars, whether for professional use or just for fun or collecting. It is not known exactly how many vehicles were in this fleet, but some sources point out that they were stored in 5 largest warehouses. One of the singer's most iconic cars is his 1909 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur 2 limousine, a model that can be found at the auctions for $50,000, a real large price. He also had a 1909 Rolls-Royce Silver Syrup, a classic and sophisticated vehicle, which inside was embellished with 24-karat gold and crystals. Whoa, it's incredible! Michael Jackson also owned a 1985 Mercedes-Benz 500, a vehicle that after his death was auctioned off to one of his fans in 2009 for $108. Another vehicle in the garage of the King of Pop is a 1998 Lincoln Tall Car, a 1954 Cadillac Fleetwood, a 2001 Harley-Davidson Police motorcycle, a 1988 GMC Jimmy, among many other cars. Luxury items. Michael Jackson was reputed to be a person who really spent his money by many unimaginable things. With his range, for example, he spent a lot of money buying decorations and statues. The entrance gate alone, for example, cost for the singer $30,000. Man, it's amazing. And one of his surprising purchases was the Oscar statue award to the winner of 1939 Best Film category, Gone with the Wind, which paid $1.5 million at the time. In addition, having a success never achieved by any other artist, it was to be expected that many fans and collectors aspired to have some object that was part of the daily life of Michael Jackson. Which why is some of the pop stars one-of-a-kind costumes and items called Quitty Stars auctions, selling for very high prices. To give you some idea, even the mold used to make his fangs from the Thriller clip was auctioned off. And what about his famous crystal glove, for example, was sold at the auction in Texas, United States for $200,000. His jacket, used in the video Thriller, in turn was sold 2 years after his death for an unbelievable $1.8 million. business. Many believe the pop star made a fortune from his shows and record sales alone, but Michael Jackson went far beyond that. According to Forbes magazine, one of the singer's biggest investments was not on his own music. That is because he bought, on 1985, a huge catalog of copyright from older great artists, including unbelievable 215 Beatles songs. At the time, he paid $47.5 million, and 10 years later, sold half of those rights to a company for $19 million. Not to mention the income that his venture gives every year, since the music catalog only grew, earning in 2012, with licenses and royalties, $1.25 billion. A nice deal for Michael, who won 15% of that company, isn't it? Fortune. During his lifetime, Michael Jackson built an empire, unbelievable for most people. With his breathtaking performance and tone, the singer was an idol of global reach. It's no wonder that his History World Tour in 1996 brought together 4.5 million fans, performing in 35 countries across 5 continents and earning $165 million. With the sale of his records, Michael Jackson entered the Book of Records for having the best-selling album Thriller in the world, with 121 million copies. According to Forbes, the artist before his death had already earned $2 billion, adjusting for inflation. But with so many exorbitant expenses and expenses of a life full of luxuries, it is estimated that he had left a much lower net worth. And according to ABC News, the singer's will pointed 40% of his fortune to his children, 40% to his mother, and 20% to charity. His legacy is so big that today he is followed by more than 6 million people on his Instagram profile, which is frequently updated by the team responsible for the singer's rights. On the Spotify streaming platform, the King of Pop reaches more than 25 million times a month, reaching a turnover of approximately $90,000. And on YouTube, Michael Jackson has more than 22 million subscribers and monthly receives more than 140 million views per month on his old videos, which can generate an estimated revenue of $25,000. You know, Michael Jackson's estate has earned $2.1 billion since his death in 2009, with the singer's musical rights and also with the realization of releases and shows in his honor. In total, it is estimated that the King of Pop has earned, since his life until today, $4.1 billion. Definitely a big fortune for the King of Pop. Hey, you liked the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it all about channel, your curiosity in videos.